One of the most common questions that I get from people that are interested in joining Data Analytics Simplified is what sort of support comes along with it? And that's actually a valuable question, especially if someone has the goal of transitioning into data and they've been trying to do it on their own. They realize that it's a lot. It's a lot to have someone present you information and just go on about your way. And that's exactly why I did not build Data Analytics Simplified with that in mind. Because learning those technical skills is one thing, but learning how to position them, how to apply to roles where you are a valuable candidate, how to talk through those concepts, that's a whole other ball game. That's a whole nother process. That's why this program was never built to be one of those where I just present you information and just hope for the best. We provide guidance, we provide accountability, we provide structured check-ins, real environments where you're actually learning the concepts that we are responsible for teaching you. Another thing that makes my programs differently is that all of my practitioners are actually live data practitioners. Collaboratively, we have over 30 years of experience within the space of data. So we're not teaching you from theory. We're not teaching you from a place that if you answer the question wrong or get a syntax wrong, it's a bad grade. Like, no, we're teaching you from someone that is still very much so in the field, still very much so in the space, and understand how things work for real. And I also note that none of us are traditionally computer science taught, data science. We all have degrees, but none of us have been formally trained within the space of data. However, we have been able to sustain careers within the space of data for over a decade apiece. And I also don't believe that learning actually comes from you watching someone else do the work, which is why I built Data Analytics Simplified with the opportunity for every student to get their own environment, every student to get their own systems that mimic or that are really, because we work on the same systems that you work on in your day-to-day life as a data professional. What you will be encountering in the wild, what you will be encountering on these technical assessments. We don't do pseudo. Like, I don't do fake. I do real environments over here. Because I truly believe that competency in data comes from doing, not watching. And unfortunately, it's been sold like just watch, and you can get it. And it don't work like that. If you tried to do it, you already know. Another way that we support is your individualized transition plan. What you get when you come into the program is you and I work very closely together to identify the work that you're already doing, leverage that work into the space of data. My goal is to never reinvent you. I have no desire to reinvent you. Our goal is to use who you already are to get where you're trying to go. Your domain knowledge is going to be your differentiator. Now, that hands-on support does not replace your ownership and your responsibility. I can provide you the context. I can provide you the guidance. I can provide you these things. However, you still have to practice those concepts. You still have to understand what you're doing. You still have to engage with me or my team or others in your class. There still is a level of responsibility for you to obtain the information that is presented to you and with you. It is a partnership. This is a collaborative effort. I can teach you the skills. We can work through these things together. However, we're lifting together. This is not a miracle fix. So when you're evaluating what you want to join to learn your skills, don't just look at like what's included. Start taking inventory of where am I actually stuck at? What do I actually need? Because as someone that is self-taught and been in the space for over 13 years, that gap most of the time is that hands-on accountability and partnership from someone that is actually in the space. Bye, y'all. Hope this helps.